Alright, today I'm going to show you how to do a double Dutch fishtail braid. We start out, of course, by parting our hair down the middle here. That's a lovely angle of me right there. So I'm just going to part it down the middle as best that you can. If it's not right in the middle, it's fine, just kind of wherever you want the braids to be, but I like mostly down the middle. So that's what we're going to do here. And then you're going to take the side that you're not braiding first and clip it up right there, just like that. And then we will get started with the braid. So I'm going to brush it out a little bit, and then we will get started. So of course we need some elastic hair ties. My favorite are the Goody brand, which are clear, and they seem to work the best for me. So you're going to take this section right there at the front, that little triangle section right there, and you're going to put it in, use that little clear hair tie and just make a little mini ponytail right there. Try and keep any other hair out of the way there, and just get it into a little ponytail. Tighten it a little bit. You're going to want it pretty tight. We will get rid of that at the end, so you'll see what we do there. But alright, to start the braid, you just split that ponytail in half, so there's two sections, and you're going to take one little piece, okay, I'm just getting them even here. You take one little piece from one section and add it over to the other one, so you'll always have two pieces there, and then you'll take it from the other side and add it to that side. So now we'll start with the French braiding part. To make it a Dutch braid, you're going to go underneath instead of over the top. So you take that section, go underneath the first ponytail, the first side of the ponytail, and add it to that other side. And then you'll take a little piece from that section and add it as well. Now you'll go to the other side. Hopefully that makes sense. So you'll take a new section from the opposite side, add it to the other side. Now you take another little piece from the same side that you just took that section from and add it to the other half of the ponytail. And you kind of just continue with that. So there's me taking extra hair right there. And then I almost forgot to take a piece. There we go. Come back, I'm going to take a little piece from the ponytail section and add it to the other side right there. Okay, so now you just kind of keep doing that. There's the section of hair you want to, the smaller the section the better, but your arms get really tired when you're doing this braid, and so if your sections start to get bigger, it's okay, but you want to try and make them as small as you can, just because it looks more intricate and it looks better. So then you just take little pieces from the ponytail section and add it to the other section. And as you see, as you go down, those two pieces that you have, I guess, of the ponytail will start to get thicker, and so then it's easier to hold on to them, and it's easier to take pieces, and you'll see as you go down. But basically, a fishtail braid is just a two-strand braid. So you're always going to have two main sections for this braid, just two main strands. But of course, it feels like a lot more when you're doing the braid because you're adding in hair and you're using more than just two strands. But basically, when it gets down to it, it's just a two-strand braid. And for the Dutch braid, like I said, you always are going underneath the strands instead of over the top of them. That makes it stick up on top like we want for this braid instead of just laying flat to the head. So I'm just going to continue on with this braid, keep grabbing sections as I go down the head, and then of course always adding a little bit from the actual strand to the other strand and making sure that I go under. Alright, I'll speed it up here so you can kind of see. You don't need to keep watching me do the exact same thing over and over again. Just get it done. I will admit my arms got pretty tired by the end of this braid, so you will see. And I'm only going to show you the one side so you don't have to watch me do both sides here. But that way, at least you can kind of get the idea of how you do it. And I think the ponytail at the front really helps, especially for a fishtail braid, because they're really tricky to get started without a ponytail. So you can kind of see me going all the way down, and I will turn around here so you can see at the end. I do have an undercut, so don't be alarmed when you see my shaved head in the back there. I like this style because I can hide the undercut and it still looks like, there it is. It doesn't look like I have one, but I still can have a cute style. So now that I'm out of hair to add from my head, I just continue adding pieces from the ponytail from each section to the other side, to the other section. So now I'm going to loosen it up a little, and then you'll see as I loosen it up just a little bit, makes it look a little bigger and looks a little bit better. But here we'll go with the other side, and I won't make you watch this part. Alright, both sides are done. Now we have them in two little pigtails at the bottom, and I'm going to take that comb and rat them just so that they're a little bit thicker. I have short hair, so I want it to look as full as I can. And then I just start pinning, ratting and pinning, ratting and pinning, so that we can get it the way we want. And I just kind of do that until I feel like it's how I want it. And then I'm going to pull a few little hairs out on the side just because I like the look of having a little more hairs around my face and not everything pulled up tight. But you don't have to do that if that's not what you're going for. So if there's still some more hairs I want to pin up, just kind of get it to where you want those hairs to be. I did end up, after I finished this video, adding in a little hair tie. But okay, so here's how we get rid of these two hair ties. We take little scissors. We don't want those there anymore, so just kind of clip them. Make sure you don't clip your hair. That would be bad. That's your bang section, and you do not want those clipped. So be very careful when you're doing that. But then you get them clipped, and it stays in just fine without the hair ties. So, like I said, those little hairs were bugging me, and I did end up going through and fixing that one right there. You can kind of see the hair tie. I don't want the hair ties showing, so fixed it. There you go. That is the finished look, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I hope this helps.